You got a nice tight shot here, Chris. This tire inflator is for these two tanks.
Do you have that?
Connected.
Do you have that inflator?
Yes.
Make sure you give me that.
Yes, I'm going to give it to him after we do the unmanned dive.
Perfect.
And then on the other side, does these two tanks. You don't want to fill up one side only because then it'll roll. You want to put some in and go back and forth. Or both at the same time. Aft top, so that is the aft ballast tank. And as long as I got the valve open, because these two tanks are sealed on the top and bottom, so I'll open up the bottom valves if I need you to blow air out of those.
Okay, and you've got a note for me to see that?
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask a question about the front and ballast tanks that you talked about there, that you have to open them up.
Yeah.
If for some reason I can't contact you, I can't use those, right?
Right.
Okay.
But these 4 tanks is enough to get the water line to here.
Okay.
Or here. Enough to get this above the water.
All right.
Or just these 4. So this one on this side will inflate the front tank, aft tank, this side, and then this side.
And these two, we don't have to have you do anything to inflate, but the front and back two, you have to let us know.
Right, because I will seal them because I want to seal them right at neutral buoyancy.
Okay, the front and back.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're my trim tanks.
Say that again then, how are we inflating the front and back?
Only if I open up the valves on the bottom of the tanks for the water to come out. This is the only way you'll blow the front and aft tanks.
How do these side tanks blow the air out? They're always open?
They're always open on the bottom.
Okay.
Always. These 2 tubes on the side are just sealed pipes. They're just for surface stability. These are not ballast tanks, just so you know.
Okay, and they're permanently filled with air?
They're permanently filled with air. Yep.
Okay.
It prevents it from rolling on the surface. Under here, you can't see it, but there's a flood valve right in the bottom of the floor, right here.
Okay.
If I open that'll flood the sub.
Which one are you sitting in? You're sitting in the front one or
I'm
back?
sitting in the front.
Okay.
But there's 2 flood valves. There's one in the bottom of the floor here, and then there's one up here in the side.
Okay. And we're going to do an unmanned test when we get there?
Before I get in it.
Okay.
To 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you coming underwater with me for that one, or am I? Okay.
Oh, so you're diving too?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
I'm going to change out of my wetsuit when I'm done.
All right.
Steve, how many sets of those vice grips do you have?
I have a lot.
Okay, let's bring them.
I'm bringing all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing that so that way water can't splash
Yep.
in while we're towing
When
it.
you go down, we have to use it, crimp a couple to each side of these rebar handles. That way, if I do have to use them, they're right where I need them. You've tested it. I guess we're just watching.
I feel confident.
Good.
I'm very confident.
Yeah, let's go.
These guys are here to make it safer. Wait, now it's on. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. I just turned the motor off. Well, we gotta wait now, Chris. He'll get me out there and rotate me a little bit, and then I'll do the shot. Okay. All right, I'll tighten it back up. I'll bring it down. Like I said, I'm going to start with the hatches just like an inch or 2 above. I'm going to try to stop it there and then pull it down at periscope depth.
Well, it's not, nothing else is coming out.
Perfect. We're on to the last tank. Once that's under, we're good. Almost there. That was awesome. Yeah, here, that's the half tank is full because it's bubbling. So we got our camera guys over there. I'm gonna hand you that jump box so we can fire that boat up. Yeah, I just fucking crashed in that boat. I don't know how the fuck that boat is dead.
Who would have thought his boat failed before his submarine? Making much progress over there?
No.
We've got a ways to go.
I'm stuck on it. Were you pulling it with the anchor to get closer? You want to get a little bit more closer.
I know your bow's now looking a little high.
Looking good. Now we're going to drive the submarine down. Just a little bit more. Here we go. We are now descending. You can see fully underwater at periscope depth, and we are underwater. Oh yeah, Chris, you got me on the walkie-talkie right there. Can you hear me on that camera?
It's picking you up, and we got you on walkie.
Hell yeah.
It was a successful day. Good.
And Andy's got some great footage. All right, we got to get this boat fired up one way or another and tow this thing. So we'll get it tied up and shit, we'll just tow this thing. Get out of here.
Can you